And we saw a few weeks ago Mr. Lee playing this Dungeon Stompy deck on stream. It's getting more and more popular by the minute. And something to watch out for. Wasteland to start the game for Dungeon Stompy, who's on the play. Chrome Mox. Looks like both players kept 7 as well. Palace Jailer gets imprinted. Thalia. It's pretty annoying. That's what these prison decks do, right? All right, turn 1 Thalia. Start us off. Yes, both players using white sleeves, which is a questionable decision by both of them. Flooded Strand pass. Attacking for 2. And passing the turn. No turn 2 play for Sam. Maybe holding up Wasteland. Not sure. Maybe just needs another land. White Plume Adventurer and Seasoned Dungeoneer are the initiative taking creatures in the deck to enter the Undercity and start getting dungeon triggers. And Palace Jailer, of course, can give Sam the Monarch, potentially. Draw some extra cards. Here's Ethersworn Canonist. I think I see one of the initiative creatures in Sam's hand. Double fetch on end step here, it looks like, for Hank. Hype Train Conductor J.H. Stock says, do like Canonist. Yes, Canonist is a good one. I mean, we see the Stompy deck doing Stompy stuff already. It's got creatures on the board and restricting the plays that Hank can make. So Hank finds a plains and an island, both snow-covered, and is firing off an end-step swords on Thalia. So Thalia's gone. Passing the turn, drawing off the giant library. Praise the Prismatic Vista. Fetching here down to 13 is Hank. Gets a Snow Forest. Abundant Growth on a plains, okay. Draws off that. Yeah, Prismatic ending on that Chromox could be brutal. Hype Train Conductor J.H. Stock is right. There's a plains for Sam, who attacks with the Ethersworn Canonist. Ooh, flashing an Ice Fang. It's pretty good. Blocks trades with the Ethersworn Canonist. That wasn't very good for Sam. Here's White Plume Adventurer. And looks like Sam will be taking the initiative. Searching the library for the plains. If this resolves. All right, Hank taking a look at the Undercity Dungeon, which Sam very nicely placed on both sides of the table. Very thoughtful. And Sam now has the initiative.
Here. Oh, I have to borrow the stage? Yeah, that player got it. Okay.
Okay, so the initiative can get taken much like the Monarch when you get hit by a creature. And the first room of the Undercity finds Sam a Plains and puts it into their hand. So, passing the turn now. Everybody drafted Baldur's Gate, right? Everybody understands what's going on? Is anybody watching right now completely lost? All right, we don't have rights to the music playing, so we're going to mute that. And we're also going to remove the overlay so we can see life totals here. Tapping 3 is Hank. Nope. Yep. And there's Uro. Remember when everybody was complaining about Uro, everybody? Do you remember that? Moppy Herb says, I am, referring to being lost. Moppy Herb, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Look at that. Moppy Herb is completely lost and still hit the follow button. That, I mean, I think that validates this channel more than anything. All right, Uro puts a snow-covered island into play. Ethersworn Canoness is gone, so we could see a follow-up play here. Ponder. High Train Conductor J8 Stock with an excellent observation. No glare at this table. Yes, the match we're watching right now is at my preferred table for recording. So this is a really big experience for all of us right now. All right, Ponder, leave him on top. Draw. Off the giant library. No? Yep, okay. Plays Windswept Heath as a land for turn. The other land was put into play off Uro, so here's a fetch. Savannah. Maybe we're going to see the White Plume Adventurer get removed. Urion is in the companion zone, I guess. There's no companion indicator card, so we can't really tell for sure. It could also just be part of Hank's trade binder. Prismatic ending on Chromox. So Hype Train Conductor JH Stock was talking about that play earlier. Let's see how that pays off. Going to the next room in the dungeon. It's going to put 2 plus encounters on White Plume Adventurer. Just shared the Undercity Initiative card in the chat for anybody. So the second room is called Forge. Put 2 plus almost encounters on target creatures, so that's why the White Plume Adventurer is now much larger. And the target player loses 5 life. Trap was just triggered by the second White Plume that entered the battlefield just now and entered the dungeon once again. So here's Hank trying to figure out how to get out of this. The next room on the dungeon is draw a card. It's called Archives. There's only one option. So Sam will draw an additional card. And then comes the final room called Throne of the Dead 3. Reveal the top 10 cards of your library. Put a creature from among them onto the battlefield with 3 plus almost encounters. It gains hexproof until your next turn. Then shuffle your library. And usually, in the games I played against this dungeon deck, that's game over. They just put in a Palace Jailer or another White Plume or something, and it just ends the game. Or make a 5/4 Thalia. You get the idea. There's a ponder resolving here for Hank. He's trying to figure out how to beat this. It would be great to be able to take the initiative. It doesn't look like that'll be able to happen this turn. Taking the initiative would take away the next triggers for Sam on their dungeon. The attackers are still pretty pretty large, though. One of them is a 5/5. And Hank only has 4 life. I mean, I think even a Supreme Verdict might not be enough here to win the game. All right, there's Supreme Verdict. So the White Plume Adventurers get thrown in the bin. Okay. Next room of the dungeon, draw a card for Sam. And like I said, the next room of the dungeon for next turn, or if the okay, a chalice getting cast here. Chalice on 0, and then another White Plume, which triggers the ultimate of the Undercity. Let's see what Sam finds. Top 10 cards. Put 1 on the battlefield with 3 Plumblestone counters, and it gains hexproof until your next turn.
Yeah, I like sure.
It'll be another... Oh, this one will be the Season Dungeoneer. Season Dungeoneer. Which is the... it turns one of your creatures basically into a true name whenever it attacks. Whenever you attack, actually. If they're a cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard. And then explores. Everybody remembers Explore from Ixalan? Does everybody remember what we're talking about?
Plains. This is
Passing the turn. We're back to the first room of the Undercity, which is how Sam found the plains. Slivordle, thanks for the follow. Welcome. All right, looks like we're escaping Uro now, which is a start. History says I'm here to watch myself live. Thanks for all the work you do, Chris. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, Uro hits the board. Here's Brainstorm being cast with the snow-covered plains. That is enchanted with the aura Abundant Growth.
He didn't play land.
All right, Tropical Island comes in for Hank. All right, going to the next room of the dungeon to put 2 Plumblestone counters on the Seasoned Dungeoneer, which now has 5 Plumblestone counters, making it a 8/9. The second room is called Forge. So the next room will be either Arena, goad target creature, or Trap. Target player loses 5 life.
Explore.
So Hank getting surprised here by the True Name Nemesis protection.
Gonna be 10 damage.
True Name Nemesis-like protection that is happening here. And that is game. Have to be able to respond to that. As we start game 2 here, I want to thank a new YouTube member, Brian Morris. Thank you for becoming a member. And if you hit the join button while watching on YouTube, I'll thank you as well. Thank you, Brian. All right, Windswept Heath for Hank to start game 2. And here's an idle, not Eidolon, Iganjo. Followed up by a Chalice on 0? Is that right? No.
Which means not like.
Yeah.
I did it. Sorry. I missed it.
Okay. Chalice on 0 appears to be an error. Esper Sentinel. I don't know. All right, turn 1 Esper Sentinel. Source to Plowshares on the end step, so that'll get Sam a card drawn off the top, but the Esper Sentinel is removed. Okay, so history is Sam in the chat. I had a Mox in my hand, big mistakes. I don't know what, I mean, this is competitive REL. I don't know what the rules are as far as saying, like if I put a Chalice on the field, is it assumed that I meant for it to be for 0? Or can I say, oh no, I didn't pay the cost yet, and put it back in my hand, and then choose what X is? I also don't really know what was said. I don't know. Reborn Drummer is here. What's up, Reborn? Yes, if you're looking for deck lists, they're posted in our Discord server. Links are down below for that. All right, Ancient Tomb activated here, and here is a White Plume Adventurer once again. Let's see if this early in the game Sam can take the initiative. The answer is no. Force pitching Brainstorm. Pointing at Chalice here. Yeah, Hank pointing out it costs 5.
Dude, that's such a vermin. I apologize.
Yeah, no, but you're paying 0 for it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of confusion here how Chalice works. This does not work. The Force of Will on the stack has mana value 5. Maybe they're going to call a judge here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what Chalice on 0 is for, but it was mentioned that it wasn't an error casting it for 0. It was meant to be cast for 1.
Okay, yeah, I was surprised to see it. Oh, shit.
This doesn't counter Force of Will if it's on 0.
Does not.
Does not? Okay, cool. Wow.
All right, we hear friendly Kevin in the background giving the ruling on that. So Force of Will resolves and White Plume Adventure is countered successfully. Yeah, Chalice on 0 countering Force of Will would be kind of nutty. Okay, so with that out of the way, we have Hank fetching here. Ill Will excited for competitive Paper Legacy. Yes, this is competitive and serious and important. All right, going to draw step.
Yeah.
Expressive Iteration gets an enthusiastic yeah from Sam. Expressive Iteration right up there with Yawgmoth's Will, Time Twister, Time Walk, Mox Ruby as far as power level. All right, Wooded Foothills is put into the exile zone. Doom, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
But it's a beautiful card because it's from Canadian Master. It feels
Fall Tones, thanks for the follow. Welcome. All right, here's a Seasoned Dungeoneer hitting the stack. This is the protection creature that explores. And it looks like it will resolve. And Sam will take the initiative once again and enter the dungeon at the secret entrance, searching the library for a basic land card and putting it into their hand. So there's a Plains. I'll share the initiative and Undercity card one more time in the chat. Coach Loco says proxies. No, there are no proxies allowed at this event.
So like Clan A is making it right?
We had one player sign up and try to play proxies at this event. They were removed by security and arrested and brought to jail.
You start at the beginning.
I start in the beginning,
Yes.
and then if you take it back, what
I
happens?
start where I was left off. That's why you need like this. That's why I have to give you this because you can track where you're at.
Okay, so I guess Hank never drafted Baldur's Gate. All right, so back to Hank. Seasoned Dungeoneer is on the battlefield, and Hank trying to figure out how to take the initiative from Sam. And it looks like it will be very difficult without any creatures on the battlefield. All right, double fetch happening. Is there an Uro in the yard? I don't think there's an Uro in the yard, but I think that was last game. If you have nice emotes, let's see them, everybody. We do like emotes here.
Experienced player would usually let that off. They're like, oh, you know, man, whatever.
All right, Tropical Island and the Savannah have been picked out by Hank. The Seasoned Dungeoneer is quite powerful. Played against this card a little bit, and it's quite good. Twitch chat enjoying some of our new emotes on the channel. Very nice. All right, Minsc and Boo gets a reaction. Here's Minsc and Boo. Please, Hank, please have a hamster. I'm getting anxious. Hank's digging in the box. Let's see. Oh, thank goodness. Imagine Hank didn't have a hamster token. Can you imagine?
Now I get this.
The uncommon volume is
All right, so now Hank will take the initiative after the Boo gets in for damage, and Hank will search their library for a basic land card as the secret entrance triggers on the Undercity. Technically, the initiative card should be on Hank's side, but I think both players understand what's going on. Seasoned Dungeoneer is a 3/4, in case anybody's not familiar with that. So yeah, Hank has the initiative. The tricky thing here for Sam is, do you attack Minsc and Boo, or do you attack Hank and try to take the initiative? The next rooms available for Sam are Forge, put 2 +1/+1 encounters on target creature, or Lost Well, which is Scry 2. It looks like Sam is attacking Minsc. I think that was declared.
Creature card gets 1/1/+1.
So you are playing the
And then I can surveil it into my graveyard or leave it on top. That's the terms of.
Okay, they're talking about the Explore trigger happening here. Hank forgot what Explore does, which is sad. Hank also didn't draft Ixalan, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what Hank's been up to the past 5 years.
Yeah, because there's always guys
Creature you control explores and reveals the top card of your library. The reveal card is a land.
cheaper
Come on,
entry
dude.
into vintage and then stay with it.
Sorry.
Did Sam just look for a YouTube video for a ruling? Is that what's happening right now? What is happening? Yeah, Hank never heard of Jade Light Ranger. I mean, it's sad, really. Like, these people that play Magic and never play with Ixalan or Baldur's Gate cards, it's just sad what they're going through. All right, so Minsc gets hit for 3 and it goes down to 1. Technically, Hank has the initiative, even though the card is on Sam's side.
What is it like? Is it blue red tempo?
Same nonsense.
Your breakers are worse.
Passing the turn now is Sam. Hank pointing at the dungeon. And we'll now choose a room. Let's see what Hank chooses. The options are +2/+2 or Scry 2. Going for Scry 2, going to the Lost Well. Interesting.
I like the idea of printing those like they don't care about vintage, right? Yeah, but they print it directly to modern, and now all these decks are just modern prices.
Resolving the Surveil of the Lost Well now is Hank, the second room on the Undercity. Both getting put on the bottom. And then drawing for turn.
Yeah, it's the same set, so got some stuff from it, huh?
Sam making a good point. Baldur's Gate is the set that Minsc and Boo is from, so Hank doesn't really have any excuses not knowing what the dungeons do, right? There's no real excuse. I mean, if I'm the judge here, I'm giving Hank a warning, just for not knowing what cards do. If a player with Minsc and Boo has to read the initiative card, that should be a warning. Here's Expressive Iteration. Yeah, he obviously got the Minsc and Boo from drafting. That's true. That's true. All right, Expressive Iteration resolving here. Yeah, Minsc only has 1 loyalty currently, has not been activated yet this turn. Dress Down went into exile. Dress Down could be a way to stop the Seasoned Dungeoneer's attack ability. And it's whenever you attack, not whenever Seasoned Dungeoneer attacks. Although Sam only has 1 creature currently.
Yep.
All right. Pumping Boo here, which now has 6 +1/+1 counters on it. All right, attacking for 7 with Boo. Not concerned, I guess, with blocking the Seasoned Dungeoneer and losing initiative. Just going for attacks here. The Dress Down, as I said a moment ago, would be able to shut off the Seasoned Dungeoneer's ability. All right, taking 7, going to 6. So Hank within range of winning this game. I don't think we're going to see a fling Boo next turn just because... Ooh, End-Step Solitude?
Yeah.
So am I asked that? You're playing this?
Yes. Sorry.
End-Step Solitude.
I mean, that does, it brings with it a certain
Solitude is on the stack, has not yet chosen Boo, but we all know it will. The Dress Down is an option, as Twitch chat points out, and as we're all thinking about here. Trigger on the stack, fetching Snow Island with Prismatic Vista is Hank. The Dress Down is off to the side on the bottom right of your screen from the EI. Twitch chat pointing out that the Solitude should have been cast in response to the Expressive Iteration. So Solitude enters the battlefield, exiles nothing. And the dress down will stick around until the end of this turn. Urza's Saga comes in for Sam.
A lot of cards.
Yeah, good
I got one.
It's like
Lots of cards. All right.
Okay. No dice, I guess. We did get a preview of the correct construct token, though, so that's good. Wasteland on Savannah. So Savannah's gone. Double white, double green, both shut off now for Hank. Twitch chat skeptical of the timing of the Solitude. Yeah, that probably could have been done better. We knew about the dress down, though, so I don't know how that factored into Sam's decision here, if there's another backup removal spell.
And they'll get wiped out to the.
This is gonna go to.
And you, of course, you can still run into it
This
late.
is gonna go. They're both going to trigger.
You got made that card for the flowers.
Oh, it's still in play, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, Minsc gets attacked by both creatures, and Minsc is gone. So no fling for the win here, it doesn't look like. I'm not sure how Sam took the initiative.
Starting hot, and I kind of got a little sick.
So, I got no ETBs, correct?
Yeah.
Can I look at it?
Yeah,
Sure.
then you start buying
Sacrifice. So I don't gain any life.
Even though I'm not qualified, I'm going to go down and play LC.
This is trample.
Pro Tour is always good. That's why
Yeah, let's go.
this is the one thing. Just like lost it, gone away from this game.
But I did speak to some modern players that I know that play a lot of modern competitively, and they're happy with the Yorion ban, so great. Make the modern players happy. Are there any modern players watching that are upset that Yorion was banned? Adam Combat, thanks for the resub with Prime. 3 months for Adam Combat. Using that one free Twitch sub that you get per month if you have Amazon Prime. Wonderful. Sir Chibs, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Here's a Chrome Mox Exiling Solitude. Ancient Tomb, Mox Opal. Fast start here. Let's see what we have in store. White Plume Adventurer comes down. Hapless says, what would you have wanted banned in Legacy last Monday? Nothing. I would have banned nothing if it was up to me. So it looks like it resolved, and Sam has taken the initiative, found a plains, and it's all going really well so far in Game 3. 1 turn in for Sam.
I'll keep. I'm going to scry too.
Savannah. Scry 2, the second room called Lost Well on the Undercity happening here. Esper Sentinel hitting the stack. Hype Train Conductor J.H. Stock mentioning an unban of Goblin Recruiter. That might be a little messy, J.H. Stock. I don't know. Swords to Plowshares hit the White Plume. And here's Seasoned Dungeoneer getting the initiative once again, triggering the Undercity and creating a treasure token in the stash. Next room available for Sam is called the Catacombs, which creates a 4/1 black skeleton with menace. So we have that to look forward to. Looks like 1 card left in hand for Sam.
This one's going to be a 4/1 skeleton with menace.
quite a start here in game 3 for Sam. Hank is in trouble. Still has 20 life, but the board has been quite developed for Sam and 2 rooms away from the powerful ultimate on the Undercity. Reveal top 10 cards of your library, put a creature from among them onto the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters, and it gains hexproof until your next turn. Usually when that resolves, it wins the game. In my experience, it's quite powerful. In his dungeon deck. It's like an ultimate of a planeswalker in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah, where I asked my friend who's a judge, and I go, just make that like a fog, right?
All right, here's Flooded Strand.
There was Flecking Bomb that it was a Wednesday night. I didn't feel like
And passing the turn.
so I'm attacking with the
Now going to create the skeleton token. There it is. Very nice token selection here from Sam. We'll be getting some props in the YouTube comments, I'm sure. Twitch chat seems unimpressed. I haven't seen many people praising the token selection for Sam in the chat. Maybe people are getting jealous. I don't know. All right, attacking with Seasoned Dungeoneer. It triggers, explore, leave it on top. It looks like Seasoned Dungeoneer will give itself a counter.
bad like but like take 7.
With the 4/1 Skeleton, 2 Esper Sentinel, Seasoned Dungeoneer, and the ultimate of the Undercity happening next turn, the clock is quite quick. An Ice Fang Coatl here is not a lot for Hank. Especially since Seasoned Dungeoneer can give protection to his largest creature on attacks. And the Skeleton, as I said, has Menace.
So this is 4, 5, 6.
So you play against play hammer against Bird.
It's 70s MTG.
All against you can make a 10 power.
What if the backs and pretty cards were a sticker?
All right, Hank drawing off the Ice Fang. And then going to untap.
What if the backs come out?
Hank's even a mana away from a Supreme Verdict, which could be a little bit better after the Undercity ultimate resolves.
It'll land.
All right, so Ice Fang attacks, gives Hank the initiative. This time the card is correctly put on Hank's side.
You do one linear thing or do one. So like Murktide doesn't kill fast enough, so they can just get in those early damage while you try to
All right, Hank finds a land. It is a snow-covered plains off the first room of the Undercity, secret entrance. Took the initiative in combat. Sam resting their head on the table, maybe unsure if this is going to end well. Don't know.
It's time.
Did my camera just go out?
glimpse. Just generate, just erase them. They don't have any removal. Like living in. Like yeah, I'm really sense.
I think my camera just went out for a second, but I'm not really sure why. It has full battery. Looks like it's overheating a bit. Hopefully we last through the break. I'll try to fix that when we go to a break. All right, Windswept Heath cracked here.
So I want you to like try to develop with that. Anything other than wasteland. I know. The best hope was to put you in.
Finds Taiga.
Could have gotten up to Narcissus to hopefully take you like loan or something to get the play. Please do anything other than wasteland.
Tapping 3 now, maybe Uro. Nope, tapping 2. Meltdown for 1. Okay, so that will remove the 2 Esper Sentinels, the Mox Opal, the Chrome Mox. It's not bad. That wasn't too bad. Seasoned Dungeoneer and the Skeleton still are quite the problem, though. And this ultimate. It looks like the ultimate was missed just now. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, my mistake. Sam does not have the initiative. But Palace Jailer just comes down and exiles Icefang Coatl under the Monarch. Seasoned Dungeoneer triggers, gives itself some counter off Explore, putting Leyline of the Void into the graveyard.
Should move the cameras back and send this to
Hank will take
You're at 13, right? Trigger.
9 damage, going down to 4. And now we will trigger the initiative. Going into the last room of the Undercity. Didn't quite see everything that was found there, but we're going to get a creature with 3+ encounters and hexproof until Sam's next turn.
Trigger.
It'll be a white plume, which will allow Sam to search for planes.
Turn 0, right?
Turn 1.
Yeah. Turn 1. Turn 1.
Okay, looks like players are in turns. I just heard them mention that it's now turn 1. I mean, we're in turns, but unless Hank has a Supreme Verdict, I think this is over. Plays the planes and passes the turn.
You got the same sleeves. Well, slippery.
Passing now to Hank. I guess, yeah, the white plume that entered the battlefield has 3+ encounters and hexproof, but they ran out of dice. Wow, Hank does have Supreme Verdict. So all the creatures are gone. This is turn 2 of extra turns. Going to the next room. 2+ encounters on target creature. White Plume Adventurer, trigger initiative. Target player loses 5 life. The third room is called Trap. And that's match. Wow.